This next one I'm going to play for you, I brought out as a single in 2023, but I actually wrote it back in 2013. I just never brought it out for some reason. This song's called It's 4 AM. And I wrote this song one night 11 years ago when I couldn't sleep. I was stressing out about whatever angsty teenage drama was going through my head at the time when I was 19 years old. You can figure out what age I am now. I was having like an anxious, stressful thing about probably what am I going to do in my life. That's usually the theme of my anxiety. And then I went from like, well, let's not worry about this. This is relatively small stuff. Let's just relax. There's a bigger world out there. There's a lot more going on in the world. And then that took me from like a personal crisis into an existential crisis about war and climate change and terrible things that I was trying to talk to myself about to calm myself down for some stupid fucking reason. Anyway, I wrote this song. It's called It's 4 AM, and it's for anybody who's been lying awake at night in the wee small hours, agonising about the world. Well, it's 4 AM and I'm writing this song. What could possibly go wrong? It must have been just before 2 when I came up with the tune as I cross-examine my own head. I think of all the stupid things I did and all the stupid things I said I'd do. Well, these thoughts come around 2:30 just as I reached for my shelf to read a book. I think it was by Gramsci, I didn't really look. My thoughts moved on from mocking me toward fascism and austerity. Now don't you dare drift off when I can't sleep. It's time we talk about the need for peace. I know the hour is beyond late, but these thoughts just can't wait. As the clock ticks over to the hour of 3, I see a ghostly figure I take to be me. Crisis after crisis, another lost decade. This is overplayed as I look upon the first light of the sun. I ask myself what is to be done about the circus of negativity that's filling the air with hostility. Now I'm so tired, yet I can't sleep. Sleep only comes when you're at peace, and when so much here is going on, is it any wonder I'm writing this song? Alright, this is the last song I'm going to play for you just now. So this next song is called The Ever-Willing Soldier. And it's, do we know who Woody Guthrie is in here? Yeah, cool. I thought we would, but I'd just like to check. And Woody has well, he's got many famous quotes actually, but he's got one quote in particular that inspired the song. But he talks about how he'd like to see all the soldiers, every soldier in the world, sit down and put down their guns and talk to each other instead of fighting the rich man's wars. And so I wrote this song imagining what a conversation between two soldiers who have just kind of chucked it and sat down and like spoken to each other, and imagining what a conversation like that might sound like. So this is my interpretation of that. This is called The Ever-Willing Soldier. It's kind of loosely based on Donovan's Universal Soldier, so if you're a friend of Donovan's, please don't tell him what I'm doing. I've been doing this for a long time now, he might want a lot of royalty kickbacks. So he seems like the kind of guy who might take offence to that, I don't know. So this is The Ever-Willing Soldier. It is on my CD, one last plug for the CD. I take cash and card payments. I've got a cool little thing on my phone if you want to do that. So that's the last plug for the CD. Thank you very much for listening. Thanks to Jacob and PCL for having me here on the stage tonight. I keep saying tonight because we're down in the dark. This afternoon, there won't be daylight when you leave here. It probably will be dark. That's just November in Scotland for you though. But thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to play for you. If this is the first time you've seen me, I hope you've enjoyed it. If this is not, then I'm sorry you've had to suffer that again. This is The Ever-Willing Soldier, I promise this time. I travel the world with my pack and my gun. I've taken in the rain and I've taken in the sun. I've seen deserts and sand dunes, rivers and trains, and I brought native towns down to their knees. I do it for democracy, I do it for the oil. I do it for freedom and a share of the spoils. I do it for hope and I do it for free thought. I do it cause it's what the golden wants. I've helped empires rise and I toppled them too. And I shot men no different to me and to you. I put an end to peace and I kick-started war. I'm taking $1,000 no matter what for. Oh, and I will say when the Tsar heard the curtain call, I flew the plane over Syria as the bombs began to fall. It was my blood spilled in the field, and when the battle cries, humanity yields. Like every toy, I'm tied to the game. The war is my ball, the market is my chain. I'm an ever-willing soldier, no longer young, getting older. One of these days I'll be in a row of graves. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Please enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thanks again to Nice and Sleazy's, to PCL for having us. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Cheers. Oh, thanks to Dave on the sound. Thanks to Dave on the sound.